Hello, I'm Charlotte Collins and welcome to the SheerLuxe Show. We have a fab show for you today with sustainable fashion, beauty tips, fridge inspo and lots more. First up, it's things we love with Laura, Sherri Tor, from new TV to favourite new fashion purchases and the items that are top of our supermarket wish list. It is literally the things we can't get enough of this week. Later, Charlotte Williams, founder of SevenSix Agency and co-host of the Sustainably Influenced podcast, chats about how she consciously embraces a sustainable lifestyle, especially when it comes to fashion. Huda and Mona, sisters behind the powerhouse brand Huda Beauty, with 53 million followers on Instagram between them, are here answering 20 questions in 10 minutes. And finally, the SheerLuxe team share what's in their fridge, which is always fascinating. But first, it's things we love. Hi guys, welcome. Hi. First time on the new show set for all of us.
Yeah,
it's lovely. It feels very fresh and white and bright, isn't it? It's lovely. We all dress for the occasion. Yeah. Right, things we love. I haven't done one of these for ages. I'm very excited. Sherri, I'll come to you first. What are the three things you're loving this week?
So, firstly, I am obsessed with this new mascara from Jones Road, which is Bobbi Brown's brand, not her eponymous brand, but her new brand.
Bobbi Brown the lady.
Exactly.
Bobbi Brown the lady. Yes.
Yeah, and it's just got the best spoolie. It's quite big.
Oh, yeah, it's
such a good word.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that word. It's quite fat.
Oh wow, that is so nice.
And it's really good at getting all the little hairs on your lower lash line. I am very loyal to Maybelline Lash Sensation.
That's excellent.
It's so good. But this, slightly more expensive, I think it's about £25, is really good. It's really long wearing. It doesn't get that, it doesn't drop or smudge at the end of the day. So I really rate this.
And it just looks so kind of tactile in that chunky packaging.
It does. I love that it's quite a big, you know, I don't miss this. It's like a Sharpie.
Substantial, yeah.
Exactly.
I've got one on the go at the moment, the Lancome one, which it doesn't, like, you know, if you kind of accidentally leave some on, sometimes it'll be like smudged under your eyes. This instead comes off in like, I think Becky once described it as tubes.
Yeah, amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah. They're like as if you could pull off little tubes around it. It's incredible. Like this morning, it's quite so much fun. Yeah, just feels so much better for you, doesn't it? And you can wake up all black. Anyway, great. Good one.
My next thing that I'm loving are these Cooks & Co. Sweetie Drop Peppers.
Oh, God, that's so
Cute.
tiny.
They're so small.
Are they chopped or they are actually that
They're
small?
actually that small,
Oh,
about the size of your fingernail, really, and they are actually very sweet.
How do you have, like in salads and stuff?
In salad, so I actually discovered these on TikTok. There's a new viral sandwich called the Grind Sandwich.
What's in it?
It's like a big club American sandwich, just like cheese, ham, some kind of homemade coleslaw, and then I saw these in there. I thought, these are so sweet, and yeah, they're really nice in the salad. You can just eat them on their own. They're so small. I just think they're so cute.
They are
They
so
make
sweet.
a tomato
like baby-
sauce. Amazing.
Oh yeah, yum. Also, I
Exactly.
think you know there's bigger like pepper dew peppers that they stuff with feta.
Oh, yum.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like that and like with some feta would be delicious.
Exactly. Very versatile. They are quite sweet. I think they've got a little bit of sugar in. Okay. So if you're...
I'll forgive you,
just
Sherri.
have a few. Thanks, Phil. But yeah, they're really yummy.
Where can you find them?
Ocado, Waitrose, I think most supermarkets.
Most places. Okay, yum.
Exactly.
That's a really good tip.
Yeah, they're really nice.
And your final thing?
And lastly was a dress I bought from Reformation because I've been really looking for an orange dress to wear on holiday, and it's a very specific shade, almost like a sunset dress. We did like a feature on SheerLuxe, didn't we, about sunset dressing and with a tan, gold jewellery. I thought, yes, that's a vibe, and I finally found one. It's got straps, it's got a little slit on the leg, it's quite bodycon.
Nice.
So yeah,
Stunning.
I feel like orange is having such a moment.
Yeah.
And like Amrit only wears neutrals, and then she was like, I feel like for holiday I need to get some colour, so I've just bought like 15 orange things. And so I feel like if you like neutrals, perversely orange is kind of like the summer version of
It's
that.
not sickly.
I guess that's it. It's not too girly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
Nice.
Good find. Well done.
Thank you.
Lovely things. Tor, what about you? What are your three things you're
So
loving?
first up, and I've got it with me, is my Haskapa berry powder. This is a recent discovery. Don't know if you've heard about this.
You talked about it on the podcast this
I
week.
did.
Yes.
So sorry for the overlap,
No,
but I want to share
I'm
this.
thrilled to see it in real life now.
So it's compared to like blueberries and other berries, it's like got the highest antioxidant value of all berries, and it's quite hard to find as an actual berry, like in the supermarket. So you can buy it as a powder. I think it's from Scandinavia or one of those things. And yeah, so just 1 or 2 teaspoons is equivalent to a handful of berries, and it's got 4 times the antioxidants of blueberries.
Wow.
So it's just a very good way to add in some nutrients to anything.
How do you have it?
So I've had it as a smoothie. You can mix it into yogurt, mix it with cereal, porridge. The options are endless.
So would it count as one of your like 5/10 a day?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, it does. Right.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. And the pigment, it's just, you can't really see it, but it's this kind of colour. It makes everything so dark, which just feels so instantly healthy. So yeah, that's a really good one. Love that.
Great. And sorry, where can you buy that?
Via their website.
Okay.
It's direct from them. You can't really find
Could
it
you
anywhere
give that
else.
to a child?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it could make porridge quite
yeah,
fun.
and that's you know, if you know that I don't know, I've got like a dinner out, I'm not going to be eating as well. It's quite a good way to know that you've got
got it.
covered
Like
something.
tick, you've done it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Great.
So, yeah, check it out.
Cool.
Tastes good too. My other one is I've forgotten.
Your
Oh,
other one is?
my Frank scrub.
Yes.
This is again.
I love this scrub.
And
I've
I've
used it.
recently rediscovered it as a Frank body scrub, which also comes in a little packet like this.
The coffee one.
The coffee one.
It's unreal.
It's just. Have you tried it?
No, but I love the packaging for it. I
God,
always
the
think it
packaging
looks
is-
such like a
it's-
nice gift.
It really is. I mean, don't use it on a day when your shower is clean because it does leave an absolute
Okay.
mess in your shower.
Does it smell like coffee?
It's like the most potent coffee.
but just delicious.
Yeah, it's
and
amazing.
I think it must have some kind of orange oil in it. 'Cause it's just a really like fresh orangey coffee smell. So if you're, it's just really reviving. And I think it's one of those body scrubs that kind of ticks lots of boxes because it's got vitamin E, and I think coffee in itself is a very good ingredient to use topically on your skin. So it's really good for scarring. It just leaves your skin so soft. Whenever I use it, I can really see my skin is like fresh and new. I love it.
It's like a proper exfoliator, isn't it? When you
Yeah.
get all these horrible, like when your tan starts going gross
Yeah.
there, it really works.
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
it?
really good. And actually, because it's coffee, it feels quite sustainable as opposed to being like
Yeah.
It's not
horrible.
manufactured.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
And my final one was a podcast, which is the Unreal podcast, which Sherri, you recommended.
I love this.
Well, we're going to give props to Georgina, who did recommend it first on the podcast.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
true,
Okay,
very
yes.
true.
Okay, well, it's really, really good. And it's with Pandora Sykes and another journalist who I can't remember her name, sorry. And in each episode, they delve into a different kind of reality genre, as it were. It's what's quite good is you can dip in and out of ones you enjoy, things you've watched. Like there's one about, I think, The Hills that I haven't listened to. Listened to one about Big Brother, which is fascinating.
There's
Story
one
of
about
Big
Love
Brother.
Island, isn't there?
There's two about Love Island.
I really want to listen
Sherri,
to
should we
that.
just go off on a tangent and talk about Love Island?
Honestly.
I can give it some time.
Yeah, the first one about Love Island is fascinating. It talks about kind of how they've driven the rise of fast fashion, and it's fascinating. And then another one I listened to is about Made in Chelsea and Made in Essex. Anyway,
Essex one.
yeah, Towie.
Yeah.
Just really interesting. And if you're into reality shows, it's definitely one to listen to.
I'm going to download this for later. That was
Yeah, it's good. It's entertaining and informative, which is
It's really. And everyone wants to know what goes on behind the scenes in Love Island.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tor. Laura, what are the 3 things? You've got 4 things here.
Greedy.
Greedy. Tell
I'll be
us.
quick.
What are they?
Starting with greedy. The first one are these salmon, these kind of chili, salmon, lemongrassy, delicious burgers that I found in Waitrose. I don't often go to the supermarket because I do online for speed. It's so nice just pottering around and finding
Yes, so
new
nice.
things. And I'm not a big burger eater, so if you want something a little bit lighter in the summer for a barbecue or something, so
And
good.
also a
I
way
can't
to eat
explain.
salmon that's not a salmon fillet.
Yeah, I like
I'm
just
bored of salmon.
so tasty, really
Sounds
good with
delicious.
like I had it with greens and rice last night, but I think really nice in like a bun with like some like ribbons of cucumber, you know, like delicious, so good.
Nice.
Highly recommend.
Oh, you could put it in a bao bun.
Oh my god, how good!
That's such a
Yum.
good idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
Delicious.
You're welcome. Yum. That sounds unreal. Okay, great.
So that was my first one. Then my second is this.
Oh
my gosh, that's
amazing!
so beautiful.
Like I can't explain how amazing this smells. This
That's like
tea
the biggest bouquet. I've
roses
I can smell it from here.
candle.
So nice.
It's not the cheapest, but this is a home accessory. Like it is so good.
I think that should now live there. Like it
Yeah.
just looks so
It's
beautiful.
so gorgeous. Like to have this burning as you walk into someone's house. I just think like if you're looking for a wedding gift or a housewarming gift or something, want a treat.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I mean, they are the most potent of all.
Yeah, they really
Like they really,
I
they'll
find
make your home smell amazing.
Yeah, and I find once you blow it out, the smell still
lingers.
lingers.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
long,
You like walk past it and you just get like a whiff.
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah,
So
that is
that.
beautiful. Love that.
absolutely gorgeous. And then my third are a couple of fashion things. So I'm really into a wide leg trouser this summer. I think so easy to wear in the city where you don't want to show too much skin. And I'm not really a yellowy person, but there's this colour, this shade of yellow is so perfect. They're from Lulu Studio. And yeah, I love them. They're silk and they just feel luxe and gorgeous.
They always say as well, if there's a colour that you're not sure about or you're not sure how well it suits you, if you wear it on your
On
bottom half, then obviously you don't have to worry about
I
it.
would
So-
never wear yellow next to my face. So yeah, I'd wear them with like a white crisp shirt. And yeah, they're really lovely. I'm so pleased with them.
Oh, you bought them? Oh,
Yeah, I
can't wait
bought
to see
them.
Great.
And then these Zara petal earrings are my number 4. So I put those together because I could add those to my outfit.
Okay, sure. Things I love, my entire wardrobe. Yeah.
But they look so expensive.
Yeah, they do.
They're from Zara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have you guys
incredible.
seen this like gold, this incredible gold
amazing.
collection? Georgie bought
I was going to say they're the ones
a few
Georgie
pairs.
has.
Yeah.
No, they're not. They're
expensive.
different.
Expensive. Yeah, but it's the same family,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks so good.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah, I'm waiting. There's a kind of, it's like a flat chain, a thin flat chain, and it kind of comes here and then it crosses over and then it's long and it dangles down. I know. Waiting for the email to say it's back in stock, but there's some really good stuff.
Yeah, nice.
Good. All right, my turn. First thing I'm loving is a new series on Amazon Prime called The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm kind of hate loving it.
I feel like everybody's talking about this.
Well, I'm kind of going ahead with it because everybody was talking
Yeah.
about it. I still feel too old for it. I'm wondering if that's going to change. It's basically, the very modern version. And I say very modern because it's got none of the grit of the OC or One Tree Hill.
I can't believe you just compare something to OC. That is sacrilege.
Yeah, no, trust me, the OC it ain't. But it is about a young girl who's just turned 16. She goes to kind of Hamptons, I think it is the Hamptons or whatever, Hamptons style village outside of New York every summer, and this is like the Summer I Turned Pretty, which is a terrible title, but obviously she kind of goes and stays with family friends. There's all these boys around, and they're all starting to notice her for the first time. She becomes a debutante, and anyway, it's all very pretty. It's like, as I say, there's not much grit. It's a little bit woke, but it's really bingeable. It's really beautiful. It's really summery, and if you're missing kind of the nostalgia of those 90s teen things, no one's made anything like that for so long, have they? No. I mean, Gossip Girl, there's nothing like Gossip Girl. It's less jokes. I'm not really selling it, am I? But it's a really good binge when you just want something mindless. I'm enjoying it for that, and I think it's going good places. My second thing is my bag. Hang on, which has been shoved down the back here. I think Eloise thought that I just brought my bag to set, which I didn't. I've been on the hunt for a tote, Laura's like, oh my God, here she goes again. I've been on the hunt for a tote bag that I can travel with, so you can like take on, you can take like your laptop and your iPad and your headphones, but then also acts as a beach bag once you're in your destination. But it's just such...
And I love that it's then like,
that.
but you can shove it somewhere as well.
Right, so I'm always very scared when I'm flying EasyJet, they're going to make me put my second bag in my wheelie. So this will fold up and go in a wheelie if necessary. Anyway, it's from La Double J. It is reversible. I'm not 100% sold on the fish on the other side.
I like the fish.
Well, I
prefer
the
it.
outside.
I prefer it the
Yes.
outside.
But anyway, super thrilled to have a bag that I can just literally dump everything I own into. And then what a good beach bag one.
It is so you.
So I know, yes, thrilled. Very happy with that.
I love that brand. They have some quite fun like
So
prints.
much fun stuff. Yeah. I'd like a Chanel one, but
Until.
give me like 5 years to save and then we can readdress. Finally, I have to talk about a new rosé. This isn't just sat here with me this morning for any old reason. So this is a new launch by Mirabeau, who we love at SheerLuxe do. I mean, the best rosé already.
So good.
So good. But this is their new launch. It is called Nude Pink and it is organic and vegan, which obviously, if you're looking for a USP in a rosé, that's got to be the clincher, hasn't it? Look at that lovely pale pink.
I'm very sad it's not cold and we can't have a glass.
I know. Hodge has done us a disservice by not making this nice and cold before.
It's Thursday, we can put it in the fridge.
This is true. We've got a few hours. Anyway, I just think it's so pretty. It's £22, so it's not a super cheap one. But who wants to drink cheap rosé? Not me.
Quite so true.
And you know what you're getting with Mirabeau. You're getting seriously good quality. So, guys, things I love.
Yum.
High up there for
So nice.
July this week. Madness. All right. Thanks, everyone. So much fun, as always. Next up, it is the very cool Charlotte Williams in the next of our series for Superdry and their sustainable collection. She is sharing her tips for a more sustainable life.
Say the word bread to me and I'm yours.
We're going to focus on this side of the room rather than this side of the room, right?
Givenchy, Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
What are you wearing today?
Top from Ola, jeans from Redone. These are by Alona. Marcella blazer, dress from Cult Gaia. I got my Prada's on. Okay. Prada shorts and Gucci sling bag.
Whoa, look at him!
Snazzy.
Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Is that a wrap?
Yeah, that's a wrap. That was great, man. Smashed it.
See you later. See you later.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Williams. I am the founder of SevenSix Agency and the co-host of the Sustainably Influenced podcast. I started SevenSix Agency because there was a massive lack of diversity in the influencer space, and I knew so many incredible creators that were doing incredible things but weren't being seen by brands, and wanted to help really push them out there and just give them a bit more opportunity. I've always worked in marketing, and I knew lots and lots of amazing brands who needed amazing creators, so here we are. I paired them together. In the morning, I wake up at home in my North London flat with my fiance and my dog, and sometimes a cup of tea next to the bed if I'm lucky. Every morning I unfortunately reach for my phone, but also go on a really nice walk with my dog. I'm very lucky to live near lots of parks, so have some outside time, have some, moments to breathe. For me, sustainable living is a complicated one because I don't actually believe we can be sustainable creatures, because we're not living off grid, we're not making our own food from the garden that we've grown ourselves, that kind of thing. But we can make eco-conscious decisions that can really impact our local environments and then go on to have a larger impact. So that could be where we shop, that could be the food that we eat and where we get it from. A typical workday for me usually involves lots of different things. I don't think I do the same thing every day, which is quite fun. I think that's why I like my job so much. So it could be that I'm at a meeting, somewhere fun. I could be hosting a workshop or a conference. Sometimes I'm just sitting at home in a tracksuit with my accountant on Zoom talking through admin. Every day is completely different, but every day I'm trying to wear something very fun and exciting to just really perk up everyone's mood. I started a sustainability podcast simply because I had so many questions that I needed answers for. It wasn't because I'm an expert in sustainability. Bianca and I were asking each other questions and we were like, oh, there are people out here that know these answers. So we did an event, it sold out, and it wasn't because we did amazing marketing. Actually, we forgot to market it because we were so busy, but it's because so many people were searching for sustainability events at that time in 2019, and they found us through Google, so we were really lucky. And then we did this event and there were so many unanswered questions still, so we were like, oh, let's find a way to answer these questions. What can we do? And we created a podcast. The way I like to dress for work is unconventional. I don't wear, so I'm someone's boss, and I don't necessarily wear what you would consider to be appropriate wear for the boardroom, I would say. So I wear lots of colour, I wear lots of kind of exaggerated pieces, and just really nice stuff that you would wear in everyday life that you can take into a meeting, but then also to go for a walk. These days, I'm trying to build more sustainable habits at home it's mainly around washing. If you ever listen to our podcast, then you will know that we talk about washing a lot on Sustainably Influenced. But we had an episode last year where someone taught us basically how to do our washing properly to make sure our clothes last longer. So always washing on the eco setting, using the right products for the right pieces of clothing, and just making sure that I'm aware of what's going on. So having a smart meter has really helped kind of figure out where the electricity is being used and when. I typically like to buy my food from just the local butchers, fishmongers and greengrocers. I'm also a sucker for a subscription, so I love All Plants, Grubby, Oddbox, places where it's really convenient. They will send me the food that I need to cook. I'm not a big fan of cooking myself. Luckily, I have a partner who is, and we are very busy, so we go locally, we buy what we need, and then everything else gets sent to us. I try to cut down on food waste by literally just buying what I need. So I tend to buy 3 days worth of meals and no more, simply because I'm quite a busy person and my partner's quite spontaneous. So he will just be like, oh, I'm going out, and then I'll be like, oh, I have a meeting. So then in the past, we've wasted quite a lot of food. So now we only buy for a set amount of days, and then we know if we need to buy more, we can just pop to the local shop, and we do, or if not, we'll eat out or get takeaway. In the future, I'd love to be more sustainable at work. We're in the process at the moment of trying to figure out how we as an agency can do better. So at the moment, my co-host is currently going through a process where she is going to be auditing us to figure out what we could be doing better in terms of kind of energy consumption. Because you tend to hold things like video content and like stuff that you're never ever going to use ever again, but you just want it, and then you've got it in multiple different places and on different like drop boxes and whatever, and you don't need it. So it's like cutting that down, and that if every business did that, then that would completely change kind of what we're looking at in terms of energy kind of consumption. The one piece of career advice I would give other women is to build your network and build it early, and find your team, your cheerleaders. So having people that you can go to who will give you honest feedback. I think that's one of the biggest pieces of advice that I would give anyone, because it's not always great to have yes people around you, and you're not going to learn or grow if you don't have people that will tell you you're doing something wrong. During my research into sustainability, I've been surprised to learn that there are so many products that we have in our bathroom, as an example, that the bottles aren't actually recyclable. That's like one of my biggest things, because I have a lot of hair normally. It's long and big and curly, and I use a lot of products, and I realised really early on into this journey that there are so many things that I've been using that I've been putting in the recycling bin and they're not actually recyclable. So that's one of my big kind of eye-openers. I describe my personal style as colourful, comfortable and playful. When I'm getting dressed, I always think about comfort. I have quite sensitive skin, and also I'm just quite a sensitive person, so I don't like materials that feel bad. I don't like denim that's like, it's too rough and then it makes you feel like you can't move. So I think a lot about the clothes that I wear in terms of their softness and what I can do with them. Some of my favourite pieces from the Superdry sustainable range include mainly all of the organic cotton basics. Like, you have such a great range there. So there's loads of like really cute tees with like cut off sleeves, and kind of like there's like a red one. There's a really nice Eco Vero like Hawaiian print shirt. I think it's called a vintage retro shirt. Perfect for holiday. And if you buy it oversized and then wear a pair of shorts, that's the look.
Thank you, Charlotte. Love that. Now, last week, I had the pleasure of meeting sisters Huda and Mona behind the hugely successful global beauty brand Huda Beauty and Kayali Fragrance too. It's up there as one of my favorite interviews ever. They were so much fun and their beauty knowledge is second to none. So from makeup and skincare tips to business advice, here's what happened when they answered 20 questions in 10 minutes. I'm here today with Huda, with Mona. I mean, this is, for beauty fans, this is about as big as it gets, you guys. Welcome, it's so lovely to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We've got to start by talking about Huda Beauty. Why do you think it is that the brand is so popular? Huda, I'll come to you first.
You know, I think that the brand is really popular. We're very happy that it is, because, you know, we are so in touch with our community. It's really important to us how much we listen to our community, how much we, you know, create products, content, just talk to our community.
For those who don't know your story, Mona, can you just kind of sum it up? And it's not a short one.
It's really been a decade and even longer in the making. Like, a lot of people look at us and they're like, oh, you really blew up in the past 5 years, but we've been working on this since 2009 is when she went to go study makeup. So the whole journey has actually been like, you know, we're on our second decade now, so it takes a long time to really build something so big. And like Huda was saying earlier, you know, it's like we really have been working on growing our community from day one.
Community aside, what do you think is your biggest USP?
I think that we are the consumers. I've talked to people and they're like, you need to know what your consumers want. And I'm like, what? Of course I know what the consumers want. I'm the consumer.
Yeah.
If you let me into our makeup closet, it's dangerous. I will steal products from us.
Yeah, it's true. And I feel like it's also our obsession. Like, I do think even if we weren't being paid, which there's many times we weren't paid at all, we'd still be doing this with all the rage and all the passion. So it's like that obsession it's such a huge advantage because it pushes you like nobody else would be pushed.
We've got fragrance, we've got Huda Beauty. Yeah, let's talk fragrance. Sure, hit me, Mona. What's your bestseller?
For Kayali, it's our Vanilla 28.
Yeah. Sounds like it smells
Can't keep
lovely.
it in stock. It's like crazy.
Okay,
literally can't keep it in stock.
Sell it. It's hard to sell perfume through TV, but tell me, what does it smell like?
If you want to smell like a cake, and like you have whipped cream on your body, put that on top. Brown sugar overload, tonka, some floral notes as well. But like it's a vanilla. We have 3 different types of vanilla in there.
It's delicious.
Super high concentration, so it's like really vanilla.
It's the best smelling vanilla fragrance I've ever smelled, by far.
What about beauty? What's your bestseller?
Well, for Huda Beauty right now, our concealer is just killing it. The percentage of sales for us that concealer makes up is ridiculous. And when we make products for Huda Beauty, we don't always try to make bestsellers, but concealer, we had the goal. We were looking at all the things that people wanted in concealer, all the things that we wanted in concealer, and we did try to make something that we thought could be the #1 concealer in the world. And so far the sales have been incredible. It's by far our #1 product.
So what does that mean when you say you were looking for those things that a concealer has to do for you?
Okay, can we just break it down? Concealer is one of the hardest things in the world. You know, your skin says many things, but your under eye says everything.
I'm like conscious of mine now, yeah.
We wanted to make a concealer that was really easy to use. You know, you just put it on, you blend it in, it's creamy, it
Super
covers
pigmented,
everything.
too.
It's pigmented, it's really pigmented, but you can also build it if you want to. Doesn't crease. So yeah, we wanted to make a concealer that did all of those things and also had beautiful ingredients like sweet almond oil and vitamin E and all those important things too.
Concealer aside, what one product should everybody own?
Well, I honestly think our rose oil from Wishful is like one of the most important products that every single person has to have out there just because of the healing factor, right?
I do love the rose oil, but like I also love our easy liner. Because I feel like I need to have a winged liner when I leave the house. Like if I have nothing else on, I need a winged liner.
Okay.
And it's like the easiest thing. You just go like 2 seconds.
Didn't rose oil help you with like your acne scars or anything? For me, it just got rid of my acne scars. That's why
I love it too. Yeah. But I need liner.
Gotta have your liner. So you touched on Wishful, which is obviously your skincare line. Tell us where that came from, because that's newer.
You know what's so funny is I'm actually more passionate about skin than I am makeup. Although I love makeup, I think you have to have a good base. I'm just fascinated by skincare. Like, how does our body work? How does, like, you know, what we eat and the way we live our lives affect our skin? What can we do to make our skin better? I'm really obsessed with it. I'm a little nerd. I geek out.
Mona, what one thing do you wish that everybody knew about makeup? Or should everybody know about makeup?
I think that you should just have fun with it. I've always loved experimenting with weird things, and I'd be a little bit scared to do it all the time, where now I'm just like, I don't even care. Just do whatever you feel like doing. If you feel like putting a rainbow on your face, do that.
What about beauty advice that stayed with you? What's the best piece of advice that you guys have ever heard about beauty that you're like, that's the one?
The best beauty advice, and I don't want to sound cheesy, but I do think beauty really does come from inside you. So you need to feel beautiful to put out that energy.
I would 100% agree. I think when you just like wear a smile, it's like the most attractive thing. But you know, also when it comes to skincare, you know, don't do too much to your skin. It is your largest organ. It needs balance. Don't overdo it.
What is your #1 skincare tip?
I would definitely say, I mean, I used to break out a lot. And one of the things I used to always tell people, if you break out, do not touch it. Hot water, dab, 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 until it melts.
It's the worst. I know. I'm always like,
yeah.
Can't help myself.
Huda, you've painted the faces of so many amazing women. Who's on your bucket list? Whose face have you not done who you'd still love to do?
Beyonce.
I mean, Beyonce's my favorite people in the world.
She loves Beyonce.
I didn't want to say that.
I know it's Beyonce.
You know why I didn't want to say that? I just did makeup with Nikki Makeup, and that was her answer.
Oh, no
But it's also my answer, so I didn't want to say that.
You've got to put it out there. What about your own makeup looks? What do you say is your signature makeup look?
What's yours?
This is my signature.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Just like the basics.
What have you got on? Can you give us a few products?
So I have our Overachiever Concealer, which is like my new favorite. And I'm wearing our brow product as well, our brow pencil, our lip contour.
Your lashes are amazing as well.
Thank you. These are Samantha lashes and our legit mascara as well. I'm like almost full face Huda Beauty.
Yeah,
she looks good. I like that.
I'm wearing Gucci bronzer.
Huda, what about you? What are you wearing today?
I actually have on a Faux Filter foundation, Faux Filter concealer, Easy Bake. I love it. Okay. My signature is really just like a really strong eyeliner. I like strong eyes. I'm all about the eyes. You know, we're from the Middle East. It's like a very Middle Eastern, you know, thing to be focusing here. I usually do crazy liner, lots of lashes, big brows. This usually does the talking for me. What's your one tip, both of you? You talked about winged eyeliner. I mean, how do you get it right? You know, start from the corner. Try to start with your good eye, because we all have a wonky eye. You know, people try to do the same thing on both sides. You need to match it like to that eye and make it look as close as possible.
That's clever. Do you agree?
I put just a tiny bit on because I'm really bad. So if I make it thick, it won't be symmetrical. So it's just like one tiny wing.
Great. I love it. Can you share a hack, a makeup artist hack for anything, but that is just like a really good industry trick for getting makeup really right? Baking has really come back. It kind of like took a detour during COVID, and people were more into like the natural beauty, and now people are really into baking. And I think that we've seen so many cool things on TikTok, which have been around for a long time, but you've seen it go extreme, where people are baking here and here to lift. I am obsessed with it. Okay, for those who don't know what baking is, we just get a quick definition. Yeah, baking is basically, you know, when you set your foundation, your cream liquid foundation with a powder. And what it does is it absorbs and becomes one. So instead of seeing the foundation on your face, it actually just becomes really smooth and really beautiful. It actually melts your makeup in some way. And it also makes it last long, not transfer. If you use the right baking powder, it
brightens up and makes everything look beautiful.
Can you recommend a baking powder?
I mean, Easy Bake. It's one of our best-selling products as well.
Just before we end on beauty, I've got to ask your favourite anti-aging tip, a tip for looking less tired. We all need it. Other than the concealer, which we're all going to go out and buy.
I have a lot of those. I love anti-aging. I'm so obsessed with anti-aging. I'm going to be 40 soon, and I got really into anti-aging, I want to say over the last year. I am obsessed with lymphatic massage, head to toe, for the face, for the body.
Let's talk about fragrance.
Yeah.
What makes a good fragrance?
To me, a really good fragrance is one that's memorable. I want you to leave an impression on someone, and they will never forget you.
I like that. Which of your fragrances, other than the vanilla, should everybody know about?
Yeah, we do have a new one coming out in August that's
Can you spray
amazing. This is definitely, I think, going to become a bestseller. It's amazing. Can I spray you?
Yes, please do. Go ahead.
I
can't even say what it smells like, but we'll talk about it in August.
Secret.
Yeah, we'll come back. I love it. It
Thank
smells amazing.
you.
We don't have long left, but I've just got to push you on some business advice. I mean,
sure.
obviously, the two of you together have created this incredible empire. What is your number one piece? First of all, advice for women who want to enter the beauty space. Kind of, it's obviously a different place to when you guys first started.
Oh my gosh.
What would your advice be now?
Just get started. I think a lot of people wait for perfection, and that doesn't exist. And then once you get to where you think was perfect, you change your mind anyway. So just start. And we have this saying in Arabic, it's al-haraka baraka, which means with movement is blessing. So I think just move.
Yeah.
Move and you learn.
One of my best pieces of advice would definitely be to be patient, because I think a lot of people, right before they're about to take off, before they're about to hit success, they give up, they get frustrated, and they just, they throw in the towel and they're like, I'm done with this. And they don't know that they were about to, hit something. They're about to, to go to the next chapter of their lives. And I think a lot of people do give up. And I would just say, keep going.
I mean, I'm sure it's impossible, but if you had to pick a real highlight of your journey so far, what would it be?
I think there's been a lot of wow moments.
Like hearing that we've inspired people to take a bet on themselves, and then they actually do something with that and create their own brand, or they take a risk in some way.
Yeah.
That's really,
Moments like that are really meaningful.
Thank you both so much for joining me today. There'll be a link coming up with, but all the different places you can shop both of the ladies' brands.
Thank you so much.
And thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, both. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Rich was also there to film, so if you enjoyed that, then do watch BTS from this week to see what other items they take when they travel, one of which is a washing machine, which blew our minds, so there you go. Now, if you fancy some food inspiration or just feeling nosy, the SheerLuxe team are here next, showing the contents of their fridge. Get ready to take note.
Let us introduce you to WeShop. The new shopping platform that allows you to earn shares every time you shop. How does it work? First, download the app using SheerLuxe as your referral code. Once you're in, you can follow your friends, favourite brands and tastemakers, just like on all other social media platforms. Make sure you encourage your friends to join and follow you too. It will come in handy later. Once you're all set up, head to the Discovery tab, where you'll see your favourite retailers, from Net-a-Porter and H&M to Selfridges and ASOS. Simply click through to shop your existing wishlist via the platform. And then, and here's the fun bit, complete your purchase as normal, and the WeShop shares you've earned will be automatically added to your account. If you spent £100, you'll earn £20 back in shares. You don't only earn shares when you buy something on WeShop. Every WeShop member has a profile where you can build your portfolio and tell people about something beautiful you found, or share the purchase you're really excited about. For example, whether it's a new diptyque candle from Space NK, a chunky chain bracelet from Monica Vinader, or a spring dress from Mango. You can upload a picture of it onto your grid with a link directly to the product. It's called a recommendation. And if one of your followers buys it, you earn shares. Introduce your friends to the platform and you'll also be rewarded. You'll receive 1% of the value the new member spends on the platform when they use your handle as a referral code, which you can then cash in if you wish, or continue to save and build your share portfolio. Social media meets online shopping and a simple way to grow your savings in one handy, fun platform. we shop. Why wouldn't you?
Hi, I'm Sherri Tor, content creator and SheerLuxe contributor, and here's what's in my fridge. So starting in the door, we've got our jams at the top. I've got my yogurt, love yogurt and fruit with my cereal in the morning. Also this incredible garlic mayonnaise, which we found last weekend in Devon. Then we've got our drinks, absolutely loving this lemon and lemongrass pop. But also when the sun is shining, forage drinks, vodka seltzers are incredible. Obviously we've got our milks, vanilla Oatly for those iced coffees. Any watchers of Luxe Girl will know what I'm talking about. And I know this is a bit of a room splitter, but I am very much team chocolate in the fridge. Up here, we've got the beers. My fiance is a huge BrewDog lover. Obviously got salady stuff, we've got cheese, eggs, ricotta. Down here, we've got our butter. We're obsessed with this butter that has salt crystals in it. I also love olives, some sort of snacky bits. Then this week's meals, we've got salmon and chicken. I have to caveat, by the way, we're going on holiday this week, so the fridge is slightly emptier than it is usually. Then tonight, we are having homemade tortellini with an andouille, burrata and ricotta filling, which I'm very excited about. Then we've got obviously fruit, a nice quiche for lunch this week. We've got our veg down here, and then most importantly, for the man of the house, butternut box, because we have a bougie little dog. So that's what's in my fridge.
I'm Charlotte Collins, SheerLuxe's deputy editor, and this is what's in my fridge. As you can see, lots of rosé, courtesy of the lovely Ami team. I actually think half of this was supposed to go to the fashion team, so sorry guys, it's coming. And also big red tomato juice, because I love a Bloody Mary. We've obviously got a lockdown picante up here too. Lots of condiments, we're a big condiments family. And then the rest, I mean, it's not a very full fridge. We've got lots of fresh pasta always. There's a lovely bone for the dog in there that the butchers kindly gave us. You can see my ice globes at the back too. Lots of eggs, some alcohol-free beer, because we try to be a little bit better in the week. More eggs, Greek yogurt, an excellent cheese supply both here and here, as well as all the Sprite. My husband bought Sprite for a barbecue, as you can see. Nobody went for it, but the Diet Cokes have gone. So that's that. That is my pretty empty fridge.
I'm Maya, SheerLuxe's marketing director, and here's what's in my fridge.
So I'd say my fridge could be more organised. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. So first up, I have this every single morning. This is the Cliffia almond vanilla milk. Then I treat myself to the almond mocha at weekends as an iced coffee. We recently got engaged and it's been really fun celebrating, but it's quite hard to get through all this wine, but we've got some delicious Mirabeau wine, some champagne, and a really nice bottle of Maya Rosé, which I'm excited to crack open. At the bottom of my fridge, it's just the veggie drawers. I always have tons and tons of green vegetables. Then we have one of these stir fry packs. Every food shop, I have a stir fry pack. At least once a week, there's a night where I just have 15 minutes to make a quick meal. So I bung that in a pan with some prawns and some sweet chili sauce, and it's good to go. I like this brand, the Love Beets. They do loads of different flavoured beetroots. This one is like a shredded, sweet and smoky one, which is really nice. And then normal pickled beetroot there. Olives to chuck into salads and a bit of cheese sprinkled on top. Also kimchi, I really love this in salads and it's really good for your gut. Babybel Lights, is it bad that I eat those as an adult? But I absolutely love those. Philadelphia cheese is really nice with a few crudités or something. I'm particularly into baby cucumbers at the moment. It's just pre-cooked chicken breasts, and then I've cut up veggies, again trying to reach for these and the salsa to make it a bit more exciting. And what London fridge is complete without a row of Diet Cokes, to be honest. Then there's usually Dash here, but we run out right now. We have these Fage, don't know how you say it, total 0% fat yogurts. They're really good with blueberries or other frozen fruits, a bit of honey, and then that is my like pudding in the evening. And that pretty much is what's in my fridge.
Hi, I'm Polly, SheerLuxe's fashion broadcaster, and this is what's inside my fridge.
Starting off with the door, we've got lots of Diet Cokes, some tinned alcoholic drinks, what a real variety. Vanilla water for the soda streamer, some Ami Rosé, of course. We subscribe to Mindful Chef, which means we get a recipe box every week. And then we've got some more beers. I promise we're not as alcoholic as this fridge would tell. My husband's diabetic medication always stays in the fridge. Going up a shelf, pretty boring. We've got 3 different types of butter, which I guess is pretty weird. One of them is plant-based because my husband's trying to eat with dairy. I am not. Some free from yogurt there as well. And then going up, we dedicate 2 whole shelves to condiments and sauces because to me, they are the most important thing about a meal. You're probably wondering what this is. Now hear me out on this. This is a little pot of McDonald's barbecue dip because frankly, there's nothing more soul destroying when you order some chicken nuggets, usually on a hangover, and they forget to put your barbecue sauce in the box. So we keep these in here for those emergency situations. Going up to the top shelf, some more booze. This stuff is my Beauty Chef Inner Beauty Essential Glow Powder. I have this in a glass of water every morning. It's meant to be good for your hair and your skin and stuff. And it tastes quite nice too. That is it.
Thank you so much, everyone. Love that, as always. So that is it. Thank you so much to Charlotte, Huda and Mona, and of course, Patricia, Maya, Polly, Laura, Sherri and Tor. On next week's show, creative director and all-round cool girl Ebony Francis is sharing the vintage bags she loves. Summer is showing us how to host the perfect barbecue. Journalist and author Porna Bell is chatting about why being single could be better. And finally, nutritionist Lucy Miller shares how to eat in order to balance your hormones. It is a goodie. In the meantime, we would love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up and do subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.